Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. We've got a couple of Kansept knives, and I don't know why one of the logos is blacked out and one isn't. I don't know, maybe this is like their newer packaging. I haven't been into these yet. I honestly have no idea what they are. So I'm going to share that with you guys together today. We're gonna do it together today. We're gonna share this. The way that I worded that was bad. Thanks to Kansept for sending these in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. By the time you're watching this, these knives should be available, so I will link them right down in the description. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that is entirely up to you. I'm gonna move that one just so we can focus on this here. So what do we have first? We have the Anomaly by Dirk Pinkerton. Dirk Pinkerton was kind of a, like, we saw it every now and then, years ago. Now I feel like I see Dirk Pinkerton designs everywhere. So, and a lot of them I have really enjoyed. What is this, the Anomaly? Is that what it is? Okay. All right, very simple, straightforward aesthetic. We've got blue titanium. We've got blue hardware. Sorry about the spray paint there on my fingers. That's pretty gross. You'll just have to ignore it there. The build suggests that we have a premium knife for the most part and not a crazy price tag. Very, very straightforward. In fact, I have seen a lot of knives that look like this. But that's okay. There's the Dirk Pinkerton logo. And we have, of course, S35VN. Nice. Judging, again, by the build, because we don't have a backspacer, we don't have contouring, we don't have any texturing. We've got a very simple finish on the blade. I mean, everything feels great. It's great. There's just no additional embellishment, right? So the price tag on this is probably very, very good for the materials used. The execution of materials, which is just as, if not more important than the materials themselves, is very good, right? So it's still going to be, you know, an expensive knife, but competition for these materials, it's probably some of the you know, one of the better price tags out there. So length, I'm gonna just measure this just real quick while we've got it right in front of me. Overall length, it's about 7 1/4. Yeah, blade length 3 1/4, cutting edge like 3 1/16, maybe it's right on 3. It looks like 3 1/16. Okay, cool. Nothing super new there, but fine. And then what do we have here? We have the Corvid S. Stonewashed, S35VN, copper carbon fiber, Kydex sheet. Corvid sounds familiar. Oh boy, do we have we got a difficult box. There we go. Release. Not so difficult. Oh wait, oh wait, yeah. Oh, but it's fixed. Oh man. Okay, all right, this is fun. Here we go. We'll just use the knife to break out there. Oh, it actually did have a cover, right? But it was far too powerful. That's actually really, oh boy, man, that actually does feel really good. So this, could you use it for food prep? It doesn't lay down perfectly flat. The initial part of the edge that's contacting surface is right here. So reasons to carry a mini cleaver over a traditional fixed blade. I don't know. Some people might say, oh, it's better for skinning, or, oh, you can still use it for food prep, or what. Here's why I would. Because I think it looks cool, right? I don't necessarily need it to fill a roll in order to get me to carry it. The bigger question for me is, do I actually want to EDC a fixed blade? Now, I've mentioned many times the reason that I don't show nearly as many fixed blades on this channel is because I find them to be incredibly boring. Unbelievably boring. A fixed blade is, generally speaking, more durable than a folding knife. It is technically more capable in a wider variety of situations, and that much is obvious, right? What I just said right there is often used as like a forced teaching moment for a lot of people. Some people just can't help but assume that everybody around them doesn't know that. Fixed blade guys, listen, I've said this many times, I'm going to say it again. Everybody knows that. Absolutely no one is confused by that. Everyone knows that. Thank you. Thank you for trying to help, but for the love of God, everybody knows. The reason that so many, from my perspective, folding knives are substantially more popular. And the reason is because they are more interesting. The one element that they have over a fixed blade is they fold, right? So from a utilitarian standpoint, that makes it a little easier to carry around. But there's more you can do with it when you're just sitting there, right? People like to fidget with stuff, and as much as that's frowned upon by the elite fixed blade community, it doesn't really matter. It simply creates a more potent emotional response from human beings because it's in our nature to want to, manipulate things and mess with it. And there's just, you're limited, right? But yeah, when it comes to use, when it comes to utility, yes, there's more you can do with a fixed blade because it's generally speaking a more durable object, right? Not all the time, right? You can't run the tiniest Essie up against, the cold steel triad lock and expect the little teeny tiny Essie to prevail, right? That's just not, it's not going to happen, right? There's geometry of materials and contact points and things like that can be variables. In any case, I'm opening up new cans of worms there, definitely. But I don't generally like to EDC fixed blades. I do like the fact that the sheath comes with a pocket clip, though. I think that's neat. It doesn't feel like an overly extravagant sheath. It's pretty straightforward. The retention's pretty good, right? It's not the most cumbersome fixed blade I've ever seen. I mean, this is definitely something I could put in my... In fact, I'm wearing athletic shorts right now. This is a good test. Really, no, that's not bad at all. That's not bad. What does that weigh with the sheath, right? Let's see here. 5.68 ounces, not bad for a fixed blade. What does this guy weigh? 2.993 ounces. If I wanted to carry a fixed blade, it would be something that was along this size. And if I wanted to carry this, my reason for carrying this would be because I think it looks cool. It is very comfortable. It's very comfortable. How much blade do you get there? I'm also kind of biased because I really like this material. I really like the copper carbon fiber. I think that looks awesome. That's what this is, if you're wondering. I wish those screws were copper. And not the brass looking. I imagine they're just steel and they've been... I don't know exactly what they are. Blade length, you got 3¼ inches of blade to the tip, but cutting edge is only about 2.65, and that's because they have to accommodate with this for this forward choil, which is in a really good spot. That's a nice, comfortable forward choil. Big fan of the finish on this. Is this S35VN, which I think is probably a really good steel choice for this. Yeah, I liked it. I mean, here's the type of fixed blade you're not going to break the tip, right? There is no tip. It's almost a 90-degree angle. Still enough that you can get into a package or something if you want. Here's a piece of paper. I'm just going to slice with it. Yeah, honestly, that's better than I thought. Ah, okay. That's kind of fun. Yeah, alrighty. Well, I don't know if you'll get a review on this because there's not really much more to say, right? I mean, that's the thing. Fixed blades are just very simple. Utility... In 2023, basic utility is not a thing we have to hunt for anymore, right? Most people really don't need someone like me to tell them whether or not the knife is going to be utilitarian. That much is generally going to be apparent, with the average person. What I'm here to tell you is, build quality, execution of materials, right? How does it compare in different price tiers? I handle so much stuff that's kind of where I've placed myself in this community, is being able to say, and it's all opinion based, but being able to say, here's what I think about the quality for the price. Is it a good buy? But utility, I mean, sometimes you get knives that just they're just incredibly, non-utilitarian, and they have a really bad design versus how they look, which is a benefit to being able to handle it, right? So, but when it comes to utility, I think, 10, 15 years ago, it was a little bit, more difficult for a lot of people to kind of understand that. But as this knife industry has expanded, and we have so many people now, so many different companies creating things based on the feedback of, consumers over the last 10 years or so, that now identifying a utilitarian blade shape, utilitarian cutting geometry, and I'm speaking in generalities here, identifying that is pretty easy. The common person that's interested in knives can kind of understand that. But you know, people still pride themselves on that. Well, in my experience, you know, a drop point blade is going to be the most utilitarian. Yeah, well, you don't say. You mean if you average everything out, 125 thousandths on the spine and something like 18 thousandths behind the edge? Yeah, well, okay. Thanks. Sky's also blue. Just, you know, if we're trading facts there. That's so mean. I'm gonna get so much backlash for that. All right, this is fun. I mean, going back to the knives, I don't know why I chose this episode to stir that pot, but this is okay. I mean, I've just seen so many things like this. This is fun. All right, the Corvid is one of the more interesting, you know, designs from Kansept. That's gonna be it, guys. You'll get a review on this guy. I don't know about this guy. Both of these will be linked in the description. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.